right, I want to explore something that we've been getting into. So excuse my departure from form today, but well, since I have no form, I thought it would be okay. But this whole idea whether we've got a war on success or at least a disdain for it. Didi Benke is here and says it would appear that way. Rick Unger, who's already made his million, said it would appear not to him. All right, Didi, what do you think?
Yeah, the rich guys always do that. You know, they always talk about socialism, which I know you love. I think you're truly a socialist, Rick, which is unfortunate. But look, in America, it's a funny one about
the ship has sailed on that, I'm afraid. So.
But, you know, we're for capitalism in this country. We're on this list of the top countries to do business, number 14.
Number 14. Can you show that again, guys?
Number 14. It's
this
upsetting.
list amazes. A Forbes study. They look at all sorts of factors. Ireland, which was plummeting for a while, that's number 1 again. But New Zealand, oh boy.
Well, but here's
they made a lot of the Harry Potter movies.
The reason we're number 14, the Obama administration, I mean, we have the highest corporate tax, which is just a killer. Also, all these job killers.
The showcased rate, though. Very few pay it.
Thank you.
But you could argue the other countries, that's their showcase.
Actually, it's not, but I'm glad you said that.
But
there is the showcase rate and the real rate.
Well, why are we 14?
But here's what's
why are we 14?
I don't know if I can answer why we're 14.
You better.
I don't have to, but I'm going to tell you what really surprised me about that list. I would never take issue with Forbes magazine, of course.
No.
Since they pay me.
Botswana?
But seriously, I mean, you see some of the countries on there, and these are countries that have socialized medicine, provide everybody at birth. Every one of those countries, by the way, every single one. Healthcare is a right, not a privilege. Only the United States is it a privilege.
What are they doing right to entice business?
I think that they're letting business to do business as opposed to
and the government getting out of the way.
Let me finish the point. No, the government's taking the responsibility. They're letting them do business without having to worry about providing those benefits.
It's an interesting
take. The
take.
government does it.
7 of those countries do have a lot of these benefits that we're fighting for here, and that could ease the burden on the companies. What do you make of that?
No, I just think the government is just an anvil around the necks of these businesses. They're just too difficult to do business here.
Because, by the way, with healthcare now, you would think that would be, if that were the factor, that would be the draw to at least take us out of the top 20, maybe in the top 10.
We haven't gone where they are, no matter what happens.
But it's already been a job killer. Going from full-time job to part-time jobs.
Don't make a mistake. None of those countries have an Obamacare type of a healthcare system. They have single-payer
we are
or socialized.
14. We are 14.
So why don't we try getting those things off the backs of business? Take those benefits
and then we rock it up to 13?
Well, who knows what we'll rocket up to, depending.
We've been rocketing down.
Also, another point you have to keep in mind, as you view what that means to the total society, number 1 on that list is Ireland. Ireland has an unemployment rate almost double what ours is. So maybe business is doing great, but it's certainly
But by the way, it's well off its highs, and their real estate is beginning to rebound. So there are a lot of factors, and these come in ways. But we've been dropping like a stone. And I
blame you.
People
are obviously listening to your show, following your advice, and look where it got us.
When I said have a pint in Dublin, I didn't mean to stay in Dublin.
You did it.
But what do you say?
No, it is clearly the Obama administration. He is the most business-unfriendly president we've ever had.
Well, to be fair, I mean, this trend has been developing for the better part of the decade.
Ranking at, what, 12 before he ever got here.
Everything this guy does, it's all about, you know, just like today, the speech, the income disparity.
This steam was rolling prior to his coming into office. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not going to cast Democrat or Republican aspersions here. I am saying, what is it about our country that is increasingly over the years and presidents not exactly wowing other countries?
Can I add one more factor, and it might really answer your question? If you look at the countries that are high on the list, very small GDPs, very small economies to run. You get into a bigger economy situation list. You didn't see China on that list either. You get into the big GDP
So you think it's apples and oranges on this list?
I think it very well could.
Well, your Forbes subscription has been canceled.
It's my job. I worry about it. On my subscription.
On the middle class, in states like where I'm from, Indiana, I mean, these people really have trouble with small businesses now because of the tax burden. The tax book code is crazy, and we're printing money like it's out of style.
And it's going to
get worse with Yellen.
How much are they really paying? Not, as you say, the showcase. What are they really paying in this country?
It's about 29%.
More than everyone else. That's not good.
And how many of our largest companies paid zero?
But, well, yeah, but I mean, there are also those that pay the full freight, the oil companies that pay the full freight.
They do.
You can average it out. My point is there's something big going on here, and I would argue psychologically, It's this disdain that's built up over the years against
Agreed.
Capitol. And maybe some very high-profile cases got it rolling. Enron got it rolling. But I'm telling you, there's something palpable going on here.
I agree. Neil, look, and that's why I blame the Obama administration. I'm really not trying to be
I blame
partisan
Rick.
here.
I think he's chasing them all away.
I think it's a sense of entitlement.
He left corporate America, and look what happened.
It fell
exactly.
apart. See, when I was in corporate
Marvel
America,
makes some movies,
it was
and then
number one, number two. I don't know what.
Oh, but they did just come up with a Wonder Woman. Did you know that?
I know that. Yes,
Yeah.
but not Marvel.
No, that's true.
That's the other guys.
Batman and Superman.
That's
That's
the
the
other
enemy,
guys.
right?
The
Where are we
other
going with
guys.
Wonder Woman? Oh, anyway.
She's going all DC on
I
me.
don't,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
I know. Just to give Rick a hard time.
Meanwhile, Time asking Twitter to help pick its 2013 Person of the Year. You hear this? So we thought we'd go to Twitter to pick the Cavuto Person of the Year. One vote, you, Neil, for cutting off politicians blaming each other. That is signed Mary Cavuto. Another, Neil is without a doubt the Person of the Year. Richard Simmons certainly thinks so. Vice is lucky in a bar. And finally, calm down, it's a joke. And finally, you, of course, the results were unanimous. The winner of the 2013 Cavuto Person of the Year, Neil Cavuto. But for Time Magazine, it's not quite that easy. Next, the public vote that's turning social media on its very head after this.
That time you won something.